Good evening, or correction, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we are some Saturday afternoon action here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. And we just got done with the national anthem. Arnie, did you catch the flip? You were giving announcements. We both missed the flip. Spartans into the huddle right now. Ooh, it's a good thing I didn't hit play on their music. They're in the prayer.
So just about 6 minutes before kickoff here on this Saturday afternoon, TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH, and our pre- and post-game sponsors, JoJo's Gaming Parlor. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. So we await the Spartans to come to the field here from the south end. And we're just about set for some football action here on this Saturday afternoon. As the Spartans do come to the field, kickoff temperature is going to be about 58 degrees on this sunny Saturday afternoon. Wind out of the south. And the road not any easier for BPC this afternoon as they play on a Amboy Clippers team that is 5-1. Their lone loss was to Milford in week 4, 40-30. Champaign St. Thomas More beat Milford last night, the top team in 8-man football. So I believe with a win, Amboy might end up being the top seed as we're getting closer to the playoffs here in just a few weeks.
Jalen Conley. Defensive back number 8, Ben Powell.
Of course, next week we are here once again on Saturday afternoon as
with
we
Pawnee.
Bring in Pawnee as we made that trip all the way down south of Springfield last year.
That'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff, I believe, as well next Saturday.
And as of right now, Chris,
I'm going solo.
You're going solo. Unless something changes, but I will. I'm going to knock something off the old bucket list and see Nashville, Tennessee.
That's awesome. On my list of places to go as well. Been through it a few times, but never actually stopped and done much. But a gorgeous Saturday afternoon here for some football.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, what was it, 61 degrees here?
58 at kickoff.
58 at kickoff.
It's supposed to be up near 60 degrees for a high today. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
49-26.
We're brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory.
So it looks like we're kicking to start the game as I see Ardelia down there in the huddle with the ball and tee in his hand. And just by the looks at things, it looks like we're going to be kicking into the wind, defending the south end zone.
And the wind shifted. I was saying just a little bit ago it was blowing out of the south. Now shifted to a west wind.
I'd say it's definitely coming out of the west now.
Looks like we're going to get a little early start.
A little 2-minute early start. I mean, that clock set was perfect. It would have went off right at the 2 p.m. hour. Ardelia's going to tee the ball up for the Spartans. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Set to kick for BPC.
Back deep, looks like number 5, Welkel.
Landon Welshel, junior, 5'9", 155 pounds. Also
21. or 26.
Can't make out the far number if it's a 6 or a 1.
Line
Nice
drive
kick.
kick here to the near sideline. Going to be fielded by number 26 up above his head. He's going to bring it here to the near sideline. We're just going to get wrapped up and brought down. Is that Dalton Huffman?
Yes, it is. 26, Caleb Llanos with
Well, it's just,
his 25.
we don't have a 25.
We don't have a 25 on the roster, so
Ball return to the
it's like the Clippers are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looks like they're going to come out in a split backfield. Going to go quarterback keeper to the near side. He's going to get through the line of scrimmage, break off of one tackle, and he's going to have a gain all the way up to about the 47-yard line.
Is that 85 on the carry?
time of kickoff was 1:58.
It was
Brennan Blaine,
Temperature 58 degrees.
6'2 junior for the Clippers.
gain of 13. I formation now for the Clippers. Going to be a handoff straight lead off far side, and he's going to break it down the far sideline.
See if Willie's got the angle to make the tackle. He does.
Willie trips him up first. Looked like
With a run.
Dalton Huffman to clean it up, but all the way down from the 47 all the way down to the
Inside the 5?
down
No,
to about the 7.
All of the 7-yard line.
Just underway. No score. 11:25 to play.
About a 46-yard run. Shotgun formation this time. Quarterback's going to go option. He's going to fake the pitch and keep it himself, turn it up the field, and be in for the touchdown. Jones for a 7-yard touchdown run.
7-yard touchdown for Amboy.
Clippers come out for the 2-point conversion. Jones under center's got motion across the field. Going to be a toss sweep here to the near sideline. Lots of green open grass as the
2-point conversion is good as Landon Welch will
Ben Powell was the only defender out there, and he was covered up pretty well by number 21 on the block there. Quinn Leffelman. The 2-point conversion is good. That'll make it 8-0.
And we'll be back here in just 30 seconds.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And we're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Looks like number 21 Leffelman will have it teed up for the Clippers. Back deep, number 1 Lane Powell for the Spartans. 8-0 score here early in the contest, 11:15 into the first quarter. Now the wind's kind of shifted again, Chris. Now more of a northeast wind. And they're going to kick it deep down, and Huffman's going to have a chance to return it. He's going to pick it up, going to turn it upfield, and he's going to get the ball stripped out of his hands, but he's going to recover it. He's going to be brought down at about the 32-yard line, where the Spartans will take over 1st and 10. So Spartan's first offensive possession of the contest. They're going to come out in a, looks like an I-back formation. Fullback and a tailback is Huffman. 1 wide receiver near side. Going to drop back, going to fake the handoff, going to look to throw out in the near flat to Dalton Huffman. He's going to have the reception. It's going to be a short gain just across the 35.
3 yards for the connection to Huffman.
Be a gain of 3 and a completed pass So much like we saw last week, Chris, the Spartans come out passing to begin the game.
So 2nd down and 7 for BPC.
High back formation, handoff. Huffman's got the sideline here. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to be close to a first down before he's knocked out of bounds.
Close to the first down marker.
The one chain marker was ready to go on down, but it's going to be just short. Give Huffman a gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1 for the Spartans.
I-back formation once again. Handoff's going to go Huffman off right side. He had nowhere to go as there was a white jersey, number 55, Landon Montovan.
It's going to set up a 4th and about 3 for BPC from their own 39-yard line.
Looks like RDA has come in to do the punting for the Spartans. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick, going to be fielded at about the 32. It's going to go right through his hands. It's going to bounce all the way back to about the 15. Finally, he's going to get it picked up, and Ben Powell's going to, well, he made contact first. Finally gets brought down to the 20.
Return by number 5, Landon Welchel. Brings it up to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Amboy at the 20.
Amboy comes out. Looks like I-back going to fake it. Going to look to throw. Going to throw it deep over the middle. Wide open receiver. That's number 85 on the reception. He's down the far sideline. 79 yards and the pass completion and the touchdown.
The pass is complete to Brennan Blaine for the touchdown. 79-yard touchdown pass for Eddie Jones.
So big pass play there, a little play action pass. Jones hits Blaine over the middle. 79 yards and the touchdown. 2-point conversion attempt now for the Clippers. Going to be motion. Looks like another toss sweep here to the near side. And once again, there's going to be a flag this time. Looked like a hold on the offensive line up there. But once again, just all sorts of running room there for the 2-point conversion.
Waiting on the signal, but sure. Yep, and now we're going to get it officially. A hold on the Clippers.
So that'll move it back to the 13-yard line.
They will replay the 2-point try.
The official tried to mark off 5 yards and then went ahead and added the 10 yards, so it's actually going to be a 2-point conversion attempt from about the 11-yard line. Going to fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to roll out, going to be under pressure, toss it back to the far side, but he was too much pressure by Jalen Conley, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 9:34 remaining in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Amboy on top of your Spartans.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient. And we're back here for kick
Huffman back deep once again for the Spartans. And he's going to get another chance to field. Well, it's going to come up short, and it's going to finally roll out of bounds.
Leffelman's kick sails out of bounds for a penalty.
That thing sat and finally rolled out.
It just rolled out as Lane went ahead and helped it out. Like, just. So after the illegal procedure on the kickoff, they'll place the ball at the 35-yard line.
At the 35, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
As you probably heard Arnie say, 1st and 10 Spartans, ball on the 35-yard line.
9:34 to play here in the opening quarter.
They're going to come out in the shotgun this time. Huffman alone, set back. Bad snap. Ben's got to just make something happen as he couldn't quite corral it. He's going to get brought down after a loss of about 2.
Foul ball carrier. 2-yard loss on the attempt.
21, Quinn Liffelman, I believe, in on that stop for
I don't know if the snap was just off or Ben was looking down the field before he caught it, but had a hard time corralling it back in and changed the timing of that play. Shotgun once again, going to hand off to Huffman. Huffman has nowhere to go as there's 3 white jerseys right there in the backfield as he took the handoff.
53, Austin Heath, a junior.
7, Troy Anderson was in there, and there was another number as well.
21, Leffelman again. 8:40 to play, 14-0 lead in favor of the Clippers.
So a 3rd and 15 now for the Spartans. They're going to spread the field with 2 wide receivers, shotgun formation, 1 setback for the Spartans. Low snap, going to fake the handoff, going to throw a little screen pass out here to Huffman, but just no time to get anything done, Chris, as once again 3 white jerseys in the backfield, and Ben had to get rid of it.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 4th and long, 4th and about 16. Ball back at the 29-yard line.
Ordia's punt going to be a nice high spiraling kick, going to bounce at the 40, take a nice Spartan bounce down to, before it turns makes a left-hand turn and gets down to about the 32-yard line.
That's where the Clippers will take over. 1st and 10, Amboy.
$7:58 to play here in the opening quarter. And a 14-0 lead in favor of the Clippers.
Third possession here for Amboy. They've scored on their first 2 possessions of the contest. They're going to come out now under center, I-back formation. Going to hand off to the fullback. He's going to break a tackle and then finally get brought down after a gain of about 5.
Powell and Dalton Huffman, 66. Joe Gatza on the carry, 5'7" junior.
Gain of 5 for Gatza.
So gain of 4 brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Clippers. They're going to spread the field, 4 wide receiver set. Empty backfield, going to look to throw, just going to arrow one deep down the field. And Willie kind of lost him in coverage, and Blaine's going to come up with it, and he's going to be gone for the touchdown.
And the pass is complete for the touchdown to Brennan Blaine.
63-yard touchdown pass.
63-yard touchdown for the connection from Eddie Jones.
20-0 now in favor of the Clippers. 7:08 to play here in the opening quarter.
2-point conversion attempt on the way for the Clippers. Motion, toss sweep, going to fake it. Going to throw it back across the field, and the 2-point conversion is good. That'll make the score 22-0 here. 7:08 in the first quarter. 22-0, your Spartans trailing the Amboy Clippers.
Brendan Blaine on the catch. We'll just keep it right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're brought to you by Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support Bushnell-Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. At 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85.
Ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Huffman back for the Spartans for the return. Huffman's going to shade here towards the near sideline. It's going to be a little pooch kick towards the near sidelines. I tell you what, if that thing makes any better of a bounce, that kid picks it up and he's got it, because both Spartans just watched it land in front of him and behind him.
That's 36, which I don't even have on the roster. But, yeah, that was dangerously close to being another possession for the Amboy Clippers. Spartans will have it 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ball will be marked at about the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
44-yard line for the Spartans to take over third possession of the contest. Low snap. Powell's going to keep it. He's going to power his way off the right side, and he's going to have a short gain.
Maybe 2. And I'll call it a gain of 1 up to the 45. So 2nd and 9 BPC from their own 45-yard line.
Second and 9 now for the Spartans. Conley in the backfield, I-back formation. It's going to be a handoff to Conley. He's going to go off right side. He's going to have a nice gain. He's going to cross the 50-yard line.
At the 48.
No, actually, they're going to put it right on the 50-yard line.
Okay. So 2nd and our 3rd down now and about 4.
So gain of 5.
Clock down to 6:10 to play here in the opening quarter. 22-0 lead in favor of the Clippers of Amboy.
Conley's still going to be in there as the lone setback. He's going to switch sides now. Powell in the shotgun formation. Fake the handoff to Conley. Powell's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to have a gain of about 1 before he's finally drove down. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 3.
Zimbruski on the stop for Amboy.
Vincent Zimbruski on the stop. 58 for the Clippers.
At 22-0 here, you're in their territory. You might as well go for it now, because points on the board is what matters now, Chris.
Yeah, and the Clippers so far have been able to score kind of at will quickly, so you sure don't want to give it back to them if you can get this first down.
I-back formation here. It's going to be a toss to Conley. He's going to go off the right side. He's going to get tripped up short. He's going to get just over the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1, but that's it, and it'll be a turnover on downs for the Spartans.
So the Clippers will take over with 5:08 to play here, 1st and 10 from their own 48.
Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Clippers.
Offset I, handoff to number 5 off the far side. He's going to have it across the 50-yard line and into Spartan territory down to about the 42-yard line.
About 11-yard gain and another first down for the Clippers.
10-yard gain for Welshel, 1st down, 1st and 10 for Amboy.
Ball marked at the BPC 41. 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
I-back formation this time for the Clippers. Going to fake the handoff to Welchel. Going to throw here in the near flat for Blaine. It's going to be just out of his fingertips.
Stone's pass falls incomplete.
Beekman on the coverage.
Brennan Blaine. Brock Beekman on the coverage.
Stop the clock at 4:48 to play. 2nd and 10 for the Clippers.
I-back formation. This time is going to be a handoff to number 5. He's going to follow his blocker. He's got a lot of sideline here, all the way down to about the 10-yard line, where he's finally going to be knocked out by Brock Beekman. They're going to
first down for Amboy.
Actually going to mark it back.
About the 12.
Yep, so from the 41 down to the 12.
Knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Amboy.
28-yard run.
For Landon Welshel.
Shotgun formation. He's going to loft one into the end zone. Kind of a loft between 2 receivers, Blaine and
Welshel.
Welshel.
2nd down.
And that ball, I said I'm confused on that too, because
I think it was supposed to be a jump ball for Blaine to go up and get, because, I mean, he's 6'2".
Right.
They're going to bring it in tight, I-back formation. Going to hand it off to Welshel, and he's going to be tripped up after a very short gain, maybe 1 on the play.
Welshel, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 2, Jake Willie.
Jake Willie on the stop. So a yard gain on the play. So first time the Clippers have had a 3rd and long. 3rd and 9, clock just under 4 to play, 3:57 to play here in the opening quarter of the Clippers up by a score of 22-0.
Offset I for the Clippers. Going to be a keeper by Blaine. And he's going to just power his way into the end zone.
That'll make it a 28-0 lead, 3:34 to play here in the opening quarter.
Toss sweep to the far side to Welshel. He's going to power his way in. 2-point conversion good. They'll make it a 30-0 score. Clippers on top of your Spartans here in the first quarter.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
We're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 3:34 to play here in the opening quarter. 30-0 lead for the Clippers of Amboy. Lane Huffman back deep for BPC.
First kick went to him. Second kick kind of went to him. The third kick, nowhere close to him.
No.
Kick for Amboy. Back deep for the Spartans, number 1, Lane Huffman.
Need Lucas Buck to be ready here, because the last time that ball landed right in front of him and was almost recovered by ball falls off the tee due to the wind. I think if it happens one more time.
And he can't get it. He can't get it to stay up there.
Set the kick for.
So number 9.
He's going to take the worst job as a high school football player.
Brody Christensen to, well, nope, now they're going to get it back on the tee.
As I say, no one likes holding that ball,
No.
man. You get your hand kicked. Little spiral kick down there. Huffman's going to pick it up, going to look for a hold, try to take it far side. Now he's going to cut it back near side.
Even get that corner.
Nice little juke move to get outside, but after that, nowhere to go. But he's going to get it up to about the 34, 33, 34-yard line.
Well, a lot of numbers on the roster that we don't have on our sheet. Number 6.
Driven out of bounds at the 34.
So BPC has it 1st and 10 from their own 34, 3:24 to go here in the opening quarter.
And I hate to bring this up already, but we got to get some points on the board or we're in threat of being at a running clock again here in the second half.
Yes.
Shotgun for Powell. He's going to hand off to Huffman, and once again, Huffman is wrapped up as soon as he took the ball. Number 51, who I don't have it.
Like I said, we've got a lot of Amboy players numbers that are not listed on the roster.
And that's going to be a loss of 3 for Lane.
3-yard loss for Huffman. 2nd and 13.
So 2nd and 13 for BPC.
Powell to pass this time, under pressure almost immediately. And whoa!
In and out of the
I
hands.
think he threw it for Huffman, but overthrew Huffman and hit Willie in the hands. But I think Willie was distracted by Huffman.
Right.
3rd and 13.
I think, like you said, Jeff, that was supposed to be a pass to Huffman, but overshot him, and was Willie not expecting, I don't think, to get that football at that point in time. In and out of the hands, so 3rd and 13 for BPC.
Spartans got to make something happen here. Empty backfield, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Powell takes it. Powell's under pressure immediately, throws it underneath. This time Willie comes up with it, but he's going to lose his footing. He's going to have a gain of about 9.
7? Well, from the 30.
Let's see, there's 5. A gain of about 8.
Yeah.
8-yard gain on the completion.
So 4th and 7.
7 to go for BPC.
2:25 to play. High snap.
High punt by Ardelia. This is going to take kind of an up bounce. I think Huffman should have let that bounce maybe one more time as the momentum probably would have taken it down inside the 30. But
He's got it down at the 30.
Is down
One?
by
One?
Huffman, just
30.
past the 30-yard line.
I'll call it the 32. So 2:08 to play. 1st and 10 Clippers from their own 32, up by 30 over BPC.
I-backs under center this time. Handoff, a little trap play for
Leffelman, the ball carrier.
Leffelman. Short gain. We'll give him a gain of
Very
1.
short gain for Leffelman.
2nd and 10. Clock under 2 to play now, minute 50 here in the opening quarter.
I formation once again. Quarterback under center. Handoff to the near side this time. He does a really good job of following his blockers. He's going to be up close to a first down. He might even have a first down.
Powell and 44.
Close to the first
Ethan
down
Pierce on
marker.
the stop.
Welshell's going to have a 10-yard gain and a first down.
First down is the call. 10-yard gain for Welshell. 1st and 10, Amboy.
1st and 10, Amboy, ball on their own 43-yard line. I-backs once again. Handoff to the fullback right up the middle. It's number 21 on the carry. Leffelman. He's going to have it up to about the 49-yard line.
So that'll be a 2nd and
5-yard gain for Leffelman.
5. Almost 6. 2nd and 4. Clock down under a minute to play now. Opening quarter.
We're going to say 2nd and a and a short 5. Shotgun formation this time. Looks like option. He's going to pitch it. He's got some running room out here for number 21. Leffelman on the carry. He's going to have it all the way down to the Spartan 35-yard line.
Tripped up by Powell, number 8 for BPC.
So about a 16-yard gain.
Clock down to 16 seconds. I don't think we're going to get another snap here in the opening quarter. And it appears that way as we're down to 5 seconds now. And that will do it for the first quarter, 30-0 in favor of Amboy. Keep it here as I tell you here are some of our sponsors for VPC here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending and its trust department. Stop by the Main Ranch at 484 East Main Street or the drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchant is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. We're also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. They've been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. I'll also tell you about M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurniturinc.com. And give them a call also at 309-772-2111.
Rough first quarter there for the Spartans, down 30-0 after 1. And Amboy with the ball and moving once again as they've got it 1st and 10 on the Spartan 35-yard line.
There's very little offense for BPC in that opening quarter, and really not a lot of offensive plays for Amboy with the 30 points. Have been a pretty quick striking offense.
Yeah. They're going to empty backfield this time, 4 wide receiver set. Leffelman's going to go in motion, and it's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. He's going to work his way through, cut back outside on a couple of the Spartan defenders. Finally gets wrapped up and brought down.
Right at the 20.
Carter Chambers finally making the tackle all the way down there at the 20-yard line.
So 15-yard gain and another clip or first down.
First and 10 Clippers, ball on the Spartan 20-yard line. I-back formation. Jones under center. He's going to hand off to Welshman. He's going to take it off the right side, and it looks like he's probably,
Dalton Huffman.
Dalton Huffman with a touchdown-saving tackle.
Another first down, though, for the Clippers at about the 6.
About the 6, so a 14-yard run.
Ball spotted at the
11:20 to play here in the first half. The Clippers on top, 30-0. I'll have it 1st and goal from the Spartans 6.
Handoff to Welshel once again, but this time he's brought down.
Willie on the stop.
Only a gain of about 1 on the play that time.
So 2nd and goal from the 5.
So 2nd and goal, ball on the 5-yard line. I-back formation. Handoff off the right side with Welshel once again. He's going to have it down close, but he's going to be brought up just
Welshel
short.
shy of the goal line.
And about the
Nate Kramer.
one.
Gain of 4.
Tackle
Kramer
for
on the stop for BPC.
BPC.
And Amboy already using the clock to their advantage as they're waiting for the back judge to signal that they're down under 5 seconds before they're
Right.
snapping the ball.
Game clock down to
Just under 9
10.
or just under 10 minutes.
9:50 to play.
Handoff straight up the middle with the fullback. And there's Leffelman in for the touchdown.
Leffelman in for the score for Amboy.
Gonna make it 36-0. Score coming at 9:44 to play here in the opening half.
Two-point conversion, I-back formation, handoff to Welshel off the near side, and he's going to be down. The two-point conversion is no good.
Welshel just
So with
shy of the
9:44 to go in the
goal
first half, 36-0 to score. Amboy on top of your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told them about the staff of MDH. You know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
To West Prairie.
We're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 9:44 to play in the first half. A 36-0 lead for the Clippers of Amboy. Hopping back deep for BPC at about his own 15.
Kai Cook set the kick for Amboy. Lane Huffman, number 1, back deep for the
New
Spartans.
kicker for Amboy, number 1, Kai Cook, to do the kicking. It's going to be a high line or high end over end kick, going to be fielded by Huffman. He's going to turn it up the far sideline. He's got some running room, turns the corner. Finally going to get knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets to about midfield.
It will be first and 10, BPC.
The kicker in on that stop made the initial contact, I think, to slow the play down. BPC's best field position of the contest, starting at, I'll call it midfield, right at the 50.
So first and 10 for the Spartans, as Chris said, right on the 50-yard line, thanks to the Huffman return. That's just a good play right there to throw that one away, as Eddie Jones was right there in the coverage. And if that would have been a catchable ball for Dalton, that probably was an interceptable ball for Eddie Jones. But once again, just no time at all for Ben Powell to get one of these passes off. Lane even did as best as he could to get in front of one of the guys to give him a little extra room.
Right.
But those white jerseys are coming through quick and fast.
So second and 10 for BPC, 9:32 to play here in the first half.
Going to fake the handoff, and once again, Powell under pressure. He's going to throw it to
Kramer.
Powell's pass complete to number 54, Nate Kramer.
Penalty flag on the far side.
Kramer's not an eligible receiver on that. Kramer's a guard. He can't. Yeah, but Kramer's the guard. He has to be uncovered, though. So as of right now, it's a 6-yard completion to Kramer, but with the flag, I think it's going to be brought back. Ineligible receiver downfield.
declined.
Ineligible man downfield.
Bunch of other things I don't know, maybe illegal contact or
Declined.
one penalty was
Now, I don't know what it was, but it's a loss of down penalty, whatever one was accepted.
Legal procedure call is accepted.
no.
Anyway, it's going to be 3rd and 20 for BPC.
It's pretty much an ineligible receiver.
Right.
Once he was downfield, he's not allowed to touch the ball, and that's a loss of down. Ben's going to air one out to Link this time. Link's going to come up with it, and the ball's going to get stripped out of his hands.
Out of bounds.
Pass is complete to Sean Link.
They're going to get most of that back and set up about a 4th and 5.
Stripped out of bounds.
And it's going to be a gain of
15.
give him 15 for Link on the reception.
15-yard gain for the Spartans. 4th and 5.
Anybody can go out for a pass.
Mm-mm.
They can, but they can't. They have to be the last guy on the line of scrimmage on their side in order to catch it.
So here on 4th and 5, Spartan's going to drop back, look to throw to the flats out here to Dalton Huffman. It's going to be incomplete.
Foul pass for Huffman is incomplete. Covered on the play by number 2, Eddie Jones.
So that will be a turnover on downs for the Spartans. Amboy will take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 45-yard line.
9:11 to play here in the first half. 36-0 lead for the Clippers.
$9:11 to go here in the first half. 36-0 to score. Clippers on top of your Spartans. Split back formation. Jones under center. It's going to be a handoff to Leffelman off the right side. He's going to make his way up to the 50-yard line.
By number 2, Jake Willie.
Willie on the stop for
5-yard gain to
BPC.
Leffelman.
Give him a gain of 6 as they're going to mark it up to the 49-yard line.
Second and 4.
Stayed inbound, kept the clock running. I-back formation. Jones under center. Handoff to
Welshel, the ball carrier.
Welshel.
Close to the first down marker.
Give him a gain of 5 and a first down.
First down is the call. 1st and 10.
Move it down to
On the
the
40-yard gain.
BPC
1st and 10.
45.
Amboy.
I-back formation for the Clippers. Jones is going to hand off to Welshel near side. He's going to break through, and Willie's going to have a touchdown-saving tackle after a gain of about 13.
Close to the 30. 32-yard line.
Mark it at the BPC 32.
First down, Amboy.
Clock at 7:45 to play.
Handoff's going to go to Leffelman up the middle. He's got a nice gain. He's going to break a tackle off of Kramer and all the way in for the touchdown. A 32-yard run by Leffelman and the touchdown.
7:31 to play. Score coming here in the opening half. Now a 42-0 lead for the Clippers.
Two-point conversion attempt here for the Clippers. Toss sweep to the far side. Welshell's going to cut it back
No.
up, but Kramer's going to come out and tackling for a loss, and his 2-point conversion will be no good.
2-point conversion.
42-0 to score here in the first half.
7:31 remaining.
Clippers
in the
on
first
top of
half.
your Spartans.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by Hulett Enterprises and Hulett Trucking. They can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offers top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. The second generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333.
Lane Huffman back deep for BPC.
Cook has it teed up once again. Nice high deep kick. Huffman's going to battle the sun, do an over the shoulder catch.
About the 12.
Going to try to bring it upfield, and this is something that you and I have talked about before with Lane. He needs to just pick a lane. No pun intended. He needs to pick a lane and go.
Right.
When you've got everyone coming at you full speed, when you stop your momentum, you're pretty much dead in your tracks.
So BPC will have it 1st and 10 right at the 20-yard line.
This is the worst field position that the Spartans have had all day.
Trailing 42-0, as you said earlier. Need to get some points on the board, or we'll have a running clock again for the second half.
Two wide receivers to the near side. Powell alone in the backfield. He's going to step back, throw, quick screen out here to Sean Link. He's going to turn it upfield. He's going to have enough for a first down, a gain of about
10.
11.
Just called 11, 31-yard line.
And number 2, Eddie Jones. First down, Spartans.
Our first down.
I think it's our second.
Second. Clock at 7 minutes to play. First half.
One setback this time. Going to be a handoff to Huffman. And
Lane Huffman, the ball carrier.
kind of a bad, or I won't say it was a bad handoff. A problem with the handoff exchange there. Huffman kind of dropped the ball and had to fall on top of it. So a loss of 4.
So 2nd and 14.
Huffman's last 4 carries, -2, -3, -3, and -4. And not usual for that young man either. Split out wide, 2 wide receivers. Ben alone in the backfield. Another quick slant or a quick screen pass to the far side. It's going to go out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
They're going to say that was a lateral and not. Caught half of it. Lost a pin, but I still have one to go.
There's a loss on the play as that was a lateral and not a pass.
And it went out of bounds, so a loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 16. 5:45 to play here in the first half. Ball on the BPC 27-yard line.
Takes the snap, lone setback, lots of white jerseys in.
Ben Powell's pass intended for Sean Link is incomplete.
Pass incomplete to Link.
Brody Christopherson on the coverage for Amboy.
I understand it's 4th and 16. I also understand you're down 42-0, but I'm not punting here.
Yeah, you're going to have a running clock in the second half.
Yeah, you're down 40.
Point.
You're down at 42,
and
it's blocked. So with the blocked punt, they only get about 10 yards out of it, doesn't make it back to the original first down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 Clippers at the BPC 36.
So a difference of about 10 yards, and that kind of feeds right into what I was saying.
Right.
I'm not punting there. Going to hand off up the middle to Leffelman. He's going to break a bunch of tackles.
Touchdown.
And
tripped up by Willie.
Willie once again making a touchdown-saving tackle.
About the 13-yard line, 13.
From 36 down to the, we'll say 13.
First down for Amboy. Ball spotted at 13-yard line. 1st and 10, Clippers.
First and 10 for the Clippers. I-back formation. Handoff to Weschel.
Landon Weschel. Got to take it down inside the 10. To about the 6. 7-yard line. So second and
Gain
about
of
4.
6. Handoff to Welshel once again off the right side, and he's going to bounce it outside and be in for the touchdown. 7-yard touchdown run for Welshel.
4:28 to play. Makes it a 48-0 lead for the Clippers.
We did 2 scores ago. 2-point conversion. Handoff to Welshel off the right side, and he's going to be in for the 2-point conversion.
So that makes it a 50-0 lead. 4:28 to play. Clippers on top. We'll be back in just a moment.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought by the Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar, Sports Corner at 124, where they focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. While enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois, stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Cook has it teed up. Another good high end over end kick. Going to be to the far sideline. It's going to chase Huffman all the way back, but it's going to go out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. That'll bring it out to the 35-yard line, so the Spartans will take over 1st and 10 on their own 30 with 4:28 remaining here in the first half. Well, obviously they're listening already. They just told you. Spartans come out, 1st and 10, ball on their own 35-yard line here. 4:28 remaining in the first half. Conley the setback. Be a low snap. Ben's just going to have to pick it up and go with it. And as soon as Ben picks it up, there's a white jersey right on top of him, number 53.
Austin Heath.
It's going to be a loss of, call it 6.
Correction on music tribute, November 4th.
Third quarter score from Biggs at Milledgeville. West Central on top, 48-28.
Wait, who's up?
West Central on top of Milledgeville, 48-28.
So after the 6-yard loss, Conley the lone setback. This is going to be a direct snap to Conley. He's going to bring it near side. just nowhere to go.
Nope. Can't
I
get
think
there.
I think that was an early whistle as
Yeah.
Conley wasn't done. But they're going to lose more yardage as they're going to lose another 4 yards on that
I
one.
think Heath again on the stop for Amboy and just cannot get around that corner. Like I said, I think it may be a little quick on the whistle there, but regardless, it's going to be a loss back.
Even if they let Conley break that tackle, he's still going to get brought down a
Right.
yard after that more than likely. So I-back formation this time. Bad snap. Powell's going to roll out under pressure, throw it deep across the field. He's got Link. Link's going to have the reception, going to have a first down all the way down to about the 41-yard line.
Up to the 44-yard line. First down, Spartans.
Biggest play offensively for BPC here in the contest.
About 38 yards on the reception.
2:59 on the clock. First and 10 BPC from the Clipper 41-yard line, 42-yard line.
Powell drops back under pressure, lofts one deep down the field. That is
Nice.
Huffman, I believe. Nope.
No, Beekman.
Beekman on the catch.
Nice job. Came back to the football. Powell getting pressure almost immediately on the snap.
Ball down to the 17-yard line.
First and 10.
23-yard reception.
From the Clipper 17.
23-yard gain for the Spartans.
And off Conley. He's going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Spartans!
Conley in on a 17-yard, actually it's more of an 18-yard touchdown run.
Conley with a 17-yard gain, good for the score.
So that makes it a 50-6 lead in favor of the Clippers. Exactly 2 minutes on the clock here in the opening half.
Two-point conversion here for the Spartans. Ben's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to be in for the two-point conversion.
Ben Powell in for the 2-point score. 2 minutes left before halftime. It is Amboy 50, BPC 8.
So 50-8 in favor of Amboy. BPC on the board. We'll be back in just a moment.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. BPC getting on the scoreboard. Jalen Conley, a 17-yard touchdown run for BPC, making a 50-8 lead for the Clippers.
Ardia is going to tee it up on the 40-yard line for the Spartans.
Francisco Gardia ready to kick at the 40.
Two return men back for the Clippers. Kai Cook back is one of them, 25, who's going to catch it. We don't have a name for. I guess that was number 4, actually.
McHenry.
But the guy we don't have a number for is finally going to get knocked out of bounds by Dalton Huffman all the way into Spartan territory at the 44-yard line.
To the 44.
So a minute 49 on the clock, and the Clippers set up on the BPC 43.
Andy lined the field. I-back formation. Handoff up the middle. Got some new numbers in.
Ball carrier. No gain on the play.
Looks
Freddie
like the
Christofson, and maybe at quarterback number 9.
looks like maybe the fresh off team is in here early for the Clippers. Another handoff straight up the middle. Number 4, Josh McKendry, the ball carrier.
Gain of
About
6.
6-yard gain for McKendry.
1 minute to play here in the first half. Clippers up by 42, 50-8.
Handoff to McKendry again off the near side. He's going to get brought down.
McKendry again on the line.
Short of the
Back
35.
Kramer.
Mark it. Yep, 36. So 4th and 2.
4th down.
And I'm not for sure they're going to have to run another play.
Doesn't look like they will. Quite down to 15, so that'll be our halftime score, 50-8 in favor of the Clippers.
The final 5 seconds tick off the clock. As Chris said, 50-8 the score here at halftime. The visiting Amboy Clippers on top of your Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans.
And we'll be back in 60 seconds.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans in, sweaters out, towels in, comforters out. You decide. Whirlpool.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 50-8 here at halftime. Favor of the Clippers of Amboy.
Stats are one-sided in this first half contest. We'll start with the visiting Amboy Clippers. Quarterback Jones, 2 carries for 22 yards. Welshel, 12 carries for 147 yards. Leffelman, 7 carries for 82 yards. Blaine, 2 carries for 20 yards, and then you have Gatza and McKendry both with, well, Gatza has 1 carry for 4, and McKendry 2 carries for 7 yards. You got Jones for 142 yards passing, and all those yards to number 85, Brennan Blaine, who has 142 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
22 Spartan Marching Band. For your halftime entertainment, we will perform.
We'll step aside here
awesome,
so that way you can
Cello and Fireball.
Listen to the band for a little bit, and after the band, we'll step aside for our MDH halftime interview.
All right, welcome back. We're here now with Wanda Foster, the Vice President of Nursing and Clinical Administration. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is some of the opportunities that are available at MDH for students, whether they be high school students, Spoon River College students, or Western students. MDH has a lot of opportunities to be involved and to learn, right?
We absolutely do. And we look so forward to having students here. We are a clinical site for Western Illinois University and their bachelor's program for nursing, as well as for Spoon River College nursing students and others that are doing some independent study. We welcome students, and we also encourage high school students. If you would like to learn more about nursing, we would love to meet with you. And there are opportunities at the hospital also where they can apply for jobs here, for positions. So we work closely with our nursing students, and we hope to recruit them and attract them and want to come back.
I know that publicly there's been a shortcoming or a shortage of nurses, right? And I know that every hospital and every nursing home and every clinical place period is searching for nurses. So how important is it for MDH to have these groups work with them, whether it be MDH or be Spoon River College or whatever the case may be? How important is it for MDH to then recruit those nurses to stay here and work as a profession?
It's very important. We want nursing students to feel very comfortable here, to enjoy their clinical experience and their opportunities here. And then we want them to feel very comfortable, to give them a good orientation. We hire new graduates, of course, into our acute care area as well as the intensive care unit. We hire new graduates in the emergency room, in home health and hospice, in our OB department, and our surgery department. These are all areas that new graduates can come into. We certainly give them a robust orientation. No one starts on their own until they feel completely ready. They have a mentor certainly with them, and we want to give them the best start for success that we can. And then there are many areas of specialty they can choose to go into. Nursing is a very unique field. You can work full-time, you can work part-time if you need to take time off for some reason. It's a field that you can kind of step into a little bit more than maybe some other fields in healthcare. We also have scholarships available through our auxiliary, through the hospital, and then once someone is an employee here, we do have some tuition reimbursement. So we will certainly help with that.
And going back to the scholarships and the shortages that are across the board, not necessarily at MDH, but
everywhere.
Right? So everywhere. This is a profession that you can make a good living at and be pretty sure to have a job, right? So
absolutely.
This is a profession that high schoolers that are playing these sporting events or high schoolers that are watching these sporting events should consider, I would imagine.
Yes, very much so. You will always be assured to have a job, a career in nursing. I hate to call it just a job because you really want someone on that career path who has that passion for caring for people, for providing nursing care. Through your education and through your orientation, we can teach you your skill set. But if you have that passion and the desire to be in the nursing profession, you will do fine.
Yeah, a career and a job, while they might be listed as the same thing, they're really not, correct? I mean, if your career is being a nurse, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more than if it's a job, right?
That's right. And you don't go into it first and foremost for the money. You go into it because that's what you want to do with your life, and the money certainly will follow.
Yeah, and that goes for anything probably,
yes.
But the nice thing is right now, whether the money's good or bad, there's always going to be a job.
There will.
If you can get through the schooling and you can learn to love what you're doing, there's always going to be a job for you, right?
And it's not something for high school graduates exclusively. We have many people who have made changes midlife. We have people who have retired from their career in one thing and have chosen to go into nursing. So it's open for any age, and we certainly welcome that.
And you mentioned there's different areas of expertise for nurses. People think of that for doctors, but it's really that same way for nurses, right? I mean, you can be a surgical nurse and really become a great surgical nurse, or you can become a great ICU nurse, or you can do all those things.
Yes.
But if you really want to focus on something, or be at OB, which you guys have a great OB department here, if that's what you want your focus to be and you really love working with expected and new mothers and young babies, you can do that, right?
You can do that. We also have positions in our MDH physician clinic practices as well. And if you are in nursing and you can choose to specialize in a certain department, you can choose to go on and be a director or a clinical care coordinator. You can go back to school and become a nurse practitioner, become a certified registered nurse anesthetist. You can go many different directions and really as high as to whatever extent in your education you would like to pursue.
Well, Wanda, thanks for coming and talking to us. We greatly appreciate it. I know that there's probably specific places within MDH that they can reach out to, correct? Is there somewhere that they need to call if they're interested?
I would call
in
our human resource department and start there, and then they can help direct and guide you. They can tell you about openings that we currently have. All of our current positions are listed on our MDH website. www.mdh.org. But certainly any positions for high school students, if they would like to start somewhere within the organization or volunteer experience, reach out to Human Resources and they can help direct you.
Well, again, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you.
And we're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, 50-8 here at halftime. Expect we'll get more time on the clock because I've yet to see BPC come back to the field here. Amboy's gone through all their stretching and stuff, and they're heading back to the sideline, but no sign of BPC yet.
Three minutes the officials are calling for on the clock. So we are 3 minutes away here from game time. Scores 50-8 here at halftime. Bushnell just having a hard time getting things moving. Passing games had some open receivers, just not a lot of time to throw the ball, if any time at all. And the run game, it just appears that there's just same problem. Just a lot of times Huffman's gotten the handoff and just no place to go. People right on top of him. We want to continue from the stats from earlier, the Bushnell stats. Like I said, just not a whole lot to talk about. 98 yards through the air. 64 of that went to 38 of that went to Sean Link there on that last drive for the Spartans. Jalen Conley is going to be the leading rusher with 20 yards on 4 carries and a touchdown. He's going to be the only Spartan in positive yardage, as Ben Powell's 5 carries for -8. Lane Huffman, 5 carries for -6. Dalton Huffman also has a 3-yard reception, and Jake Willie has an 8-yard reception. Brock Beekman also has a 23-yard reception for the Spartans. Scoring summary, we got a chance to run it down real quick. First half was pretty much all Amboy. Jones with a 7-yard run, 2-point was good. Jones with a 79-yard pass reception, 2-point was no good. Jones again with a 63-yard pass reception, or pass to
with pulled pork, brisket, nachos, all kinds of good
pass to Blaine.
meat for us next Saturday.
Then Blaine had a 7-yard run.
To the game next Saturday.
So 79-yard pass and a 63-yard pass to Blaine.
Damon Wright will be here.
Then Blaine had a 7-yard run. Leffelman with a 1-yard run. Then Leffelman followed that up with a 32-yard run. Welsh with a 7-yard run. And then for the Spartans, their lone scorer, Conley, with an 18-yard run. With the extra points all added in, that makes the score 50-8 here. We are about 30 seconds away here of starting the second half. The Spartans will have the ball to start the second half as they kicked away to begin the game. And we're set for action here in the second half.
To begin the second half of play.
Spartans have 2 men deep to return this kick, as I see Dalton Huffman and is that Lucas Buck back deep. Deep kick's going to be off of the top of Huffman's helmet. He's going to pick it up at about the 7. Just try to power his way forward. He's going to get brought down at about the 16-yard line.
First and 10, Spartans.
See Lane here on the sidelines for BPC.
Yep, I see his hand warmer not on, and I think I see his brother in. His brother's normally a wide receiver. I see Conley in there at running back. He's got kind of a limp. The one tackle he got brought down on that kick return, he got brought down awkward.
Yep. So
first and 10, Spartans will say ball on their own 16-yard line. I-back formation, Conley the tailback. Handoff to Conley. He's going to try to spin his way forward, but as soon as he got the handoff, just what I was talking about here at halftime, just nowhere to go.
No gain on the play.
Conley's going to check out of the game. Number 30, Parker Guppy, back in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff from Ben. He's going to try to break free, but he's going to get tackled for a loss.
Back inside the 10 at about the 8.
Yeah, they're going to mark it up further than that. They're going to mark it at the 10. They're going to give him forward momentum to there, but just once again, loss of 4 on that one. Just nowhere to go. As soon as the Spartans hand the ball off, there's a white jersey almost ready to take the handoff.
So that's going to set up a 3rd and 17. Running clock here in the second half. 9:40 to play in the third quarter with the Clippers up by a score of 50-8.
Fake the handoff, going to drop back, look to pass. 3 blue jerseys in front. Nice little drop off to Parker Guppy.
He's
Lots
got some
of running room.
One man to beat.
He's going to turn it across center field, and Parker Guppy, I think he might get chased down.
Yep.
Finally gets brought down at about the 11-yard line.
Parker Guppy all the way to the 10-yard line.
80-yard reception for Guppy on the screen.
Parker Guppy.
I don't know why I counted that out. From the 10 to the 10 is 80 yards.
Margaret had it looks like they've got it just maybe at the 11.
I'm saying 10. I already gave
All
him
right,
80.
that's fine. We'll give him 80. Heck of a run there for the freshman for BPC.
Handoff's going to go to Conley. He's going to try to break a tackle just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Conley on the run. Chased out of bounds by Zach Dunn.
All of that, and I think he got a yard.
Yeah, maybe.
1 yard gain for Conley. 2nd and 9.
See Lucas Buck go far side.
Ben's going to keep it, turn it upfield. That's going to be one of Ben's nicer runs for the day. Is able to find a decent hole and get up to the middle. Going to be just shy of the 5.
So see 26 in the ball game at one of our end spots for BPC.
It's going to bring up a 3rd, and we're going to call it a short 6 for the Spartans. Definitely in 4-down territory here. I-back formation. Conley's going to be the tailback. Pearson at the fullback. Ben's going to fake the handoff, throw it back across field. He had an open receiver. He just had too much pressure on him to get anything on that ball.
Is that intended for
Ardelia.
Ardelia on the route for BPC, so it's going to be 4th and 6 from the Clipper 7-yard line. 6:40 to play here in the third quarter.
Empty backfield, low snap. Powell's going to try to pick it up. Unfortunately, he was on his knees when he grabbed the ball, so it'll be a loss of about 5, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Spartans.
5-yard loss on the snap.
So that'll loss back to the 10.
Got a flag on the play. It was a handoff up the middle.
The
There hasn't. Been a pretty clean game.
66. I don't know. I
think
did
it's an
catch,
illegal motion.
Yeah, and I didn't see actually who made the carry there for Amboy.
That's at the part of time I'm not writing it down anyway, so. Half the distance to the goal. It's going to bring up a second down. I should still be first, I thought, but handoff to the near side. A lot of blue jerseys there to wrap up number 4, Josh McKendry.
Evan Pierce, 21 on the stop for BPC.
Gain of 2 for McKendry.
See number 4, Xander Jones, number 7, Gary Hughes, and it looked like number 20, Mark Schmidt, all checking into the game. Handoff to the far side. It's going to be brought down by Dalton Huffman and a group of Spartans.
Looks like number 7, Gary Hughes.
16, Sean Link getting up off the pile. It's going to bring up a third and call it 5.
36.
5.
4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 50-8 lead for the Clippers.
I-back formation for the Clippers. A little handoff off to the right side. It's going to be wrapped up, and he's going to be just shy of the first down. They're going to give him that last push is going to get him across. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Number 6 on the carry.
6-yard carry.
Number 6, the ball carrier.
Yep.
Clock down to 3:20 to play here in the third quarter.
First and 10 now for the Clippers. Handoff to the fullback straight at the middle, and he gets wrestled down. Hughes on the tackle. Gatza on the carry. Gio Gatza. Number 50, Arejo checks in for the Spartans. I-back formation, handoff to the tailback off the right side. He's going to take it around the end, have enough for a first down. Goes out of bounds.
Number 25, the ball
25 on the carry for the Clippers.
Goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Third and short now for Amboy.
3rd and 1 for the Clippers. I-back formation. Nice job by the Spartan defense. They're going to bring him down just short. No gain.
2, Dalton Huffman on the stop.
No gain on the play.
4th and 1.
4th and short.
Looks like we're going to see maybe the punt team for the first time for Amboy. Looks like Sean Link going to drop back for BPC. A minute 35 to play here in the third quarter.
4th and short, you're up 50-8. I like this call.
Yeah.
I mean, you go ahead and punt it. You don't, when you probably could get the first down.
Nice kick.
Nice deep punt. Link's just going to get away from it. That's going to be a total change of field position.
About 15 yards more on the bounce.
Down to the 14-yard line.
Tell you about Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Also brought to you by Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope. Open April through October, Monday through Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. For all your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo to Counter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown.
Spartans short a few players coming in now from the sideline.
Looks like Dalton Huffman going to take over at quarterback for BPC. Clock down to 20 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Dalton directing some traffic.
Going to get a delay game on BPC.
No, that flag came from the wrong official. That's going to be
Okay.
that far official. I think someone probably lined up off sides. So legal procedure on the Spartans.
Legal procedure is the call on the flag.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. It's a 50-8 lead in favor of the Clippers. We'll be back in just a moment.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans in, sweaters out, towels in, comforters out. You decide. Whirlpool.
We're back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Also brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville.
1st and 15 for the Spartans. Dalton Huffman in at quarterback. He's going to hand off to Parker Guppy up the middle, no gain. Maybe even a loss of a couple.
Guppy the ball carrier.
Second and 16 now for the Spartans. I think that was supposed to be an inside reverse. It kind of got
blown up.
And they're going to lose it all the way back to about the 1 yard line.
Ball down at the 1.
Dalton was supposed to be the lead blocker on the play and it got tangled up with Pierce on the handoff. So 3rd and 20, and they do mark it at the 1 for BPC. 10:55 to play.
It's almost 3rd and 23.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Because they need to get across the.
They need to get it up to almost the 24-yard line.
Yep.
They're on the 1. Two wide receivers near side. Looks like Dalton Huffman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to throw it out here to the flat to Guppy. Guppy's going to gain of about 2 yards.
It's going to be 4th and 21 for BPC.
Number 25 for Amboy.
I see Kramer check in to do the long snapping, and Ardilla checks in to do the punting. Ardilla is going to be in his own end zone to do the punting here. He does have the wind behind him, and we know he has a strong leg, so.
See, number 1. Back at about the 45 for the Clippers.
Good snap. Good kick by Ardilla. It's going to be fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a whole lot of running room down the far sideline.
That's McKendry, actually, number 4. He's going to get close to the goal line.
Josh McKendry with the turn.
Let's see where they mark him. Right at the 1, it looks like.
Yeah, it's almost like the yard marker doesn't even need to move.
Nope.
I forgot. We got the 2-yard reception to get us out to the 4. So.
Right. They're going to mark it, it looks like, at the 2. 1st and goal for the Clippers at the 2. BPC 2.
To the 2-yard line.
See some new numbers in. 67, Katie English in for BPC up front.
Hand off to the fullback. That's Gotza up the middle, and he's got a touchdown.
Nicely played.
Thanks.
Gio Gotza
56-8 now. Score coming at 8:52 to play.
That just came to me right then. I didn't even think about it until just then. Two-point conversion for the Clippers. This time, a lot of blue jerseys in the back. Beekman's going to clean it up. Dalton Huffman was the first one to.
Jones, I think, also in on the initial hit.
With 8:20 remaining in.
So 8:20 to play, 56-8 lead for the Amboy Clippers. I can tell you about MDH and proud to have them as our primary sponsor here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Don District Hospital Athletic Trainers and Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. Provide expert help to Spartans student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. Madonna District Hospital. More than a hospital care, a hospital caring.
And Peyton Gallagher.
Looks like we got Willie and Dalton Huffman back for BPC.
Kyle Cook set the kick for Amboy.
Hopefully they're back a little deeper this time because the last time he kicked it over their heads. Another nice, good kick. Dalton's going to be under this one. He's going to field it at the 15. Dalton's going to go straight up the field and just hit the truck stick about the 30-yard line and get it up to about the 33-yard line.
First and 10 for BPC.
Clock down to 6:50. See down 56-8 here in week number 7.
They're going to mark the ball at the 34-yard line, be first and 10 for the Spartans. Running clock here in the second half, scores 56-8. Amboy on top of Bushnell-Prairie City High School. And there goes the ground squirrel that's been tearing up the field, out onto the field. Shotgun formation for the Spartans. Dalton going to drop back under pressure, rolls out to the far side. He's going to pull it and keep it. Ball fumbled on the tackle, and it's going to be recovered by Amboy. As I couldn't tell if Dalton was trying to reach it forward to get a few extra yards and it just came loose, or he took a pretty good shot there to knock it loose.
First and 10 Clippers. At the Spartan 44.
How about this, Jeff? Sorry about that. With Guardians and the Rays going through 13, no score. Major League Baseball playoffs continuing today.
Run was good for about 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 7 now for Amboy.
Clock almost down to 5 minutes to play. 5:05 on the clock.
I formation for the Clippers. Hand off to the tailback near side. He's going to break through the line of scrimmage.
McKendry.
Finally going to get brought down by Dalton Huffman all the way down to about the 15, almost to the 14-yard line.
McKendry down to the 14-yard line.
Handoff to the tailback once again. Looks like number 6 this time on the carry. And he's just going to be known as number 6.
As several Clipper players not listed on the roster.
Short gain is going to bring up a 2nd and call it 8.
Clock at 4:05 to play.
We've got half-price pork chops at the concession stand. Half-price pork chops. Make sure you get over there and get some of those delicious sandwiches.
I-back formation. Fumbled snap. And
25 falling on it for the Clippers.
25 for the Clippers.
He will be known as number 25.
Once again, half-price pork chops right now at the concession stand. So make sure you get over there and get some delicious pork chops.
Handoff far side, this time to McKendry once again. He's going to break a couple tackles. He's going to be down inside the 10-yard line to about the 9.
Brings up 4th and 6 now for Amboy.
2:50 to play.
So 4th down here for Amboy. Handoff to Gatza straight up the middle and touchdown.
62-8.
I got nothing.
Arnie doing his best Italian accent up here.
Two-point conversion is no good. So 2 minutes to go in the contest. 62-8 is the score here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
To support the class of 2024. So come out
Clock down to minute 10 to play.
And support the class of 2024.
Yes, you did. Looks like Conley's back deep with Link this time. Going to be a little squib kick up the middle. Link's going to finally field it and bring it up. He needs to tuck that ball away. He's going to cut it back out to the far sideline where he's going to get drugged down. Now finally drugged down.
Kick is fielded by Sean Link. Drives the ball past the 40-yard line.
Clock down under 40 seconds to play. So BPC probably just going to get one play off here before we go final in this contest.
I don't even think they have to run a play.
Probably not. 24 seconds to play.
I don't think the officials were expecting them to run a play. They didn't have the ball in there. And
that's going to do it. PPC not even going to.
From
so the final score, 62-8 in favor of the Amboy Clippers. We'll be back in just one moment.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Now we're in the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. Again, our final 62-8 in favor of Amboy. And we are in the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game night, check out the TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Events live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Not much to say about this one. 62-8, the final score in favor of the Clippers.
Yeah, you can definitely see why Amboy is one of the best teams in the state coming in, and it's just going to be a learning process. That this is a young team that we have.
Yes,
it's an undersized team, and it's a brand new coaching staff and coaching. It's a different game plan than what a lot of these
kids are used
to. I mean, they've had the same coaching staff minus 1 year for the last 20 years here, and I say that I know there was a difference between McCormick and Rodis, but those two guys worked together for so long that a lot of the stuff they did was the same.
Right.
And they've had Coach Rodis here. A lot of these seniors and juniors had been playing under his system, so this is a whole new system that they have to learn, and it's just going to take some time. And as we said, that it's just going to be a growing pain season. And unfortunately, when you come across a team like Amboy, this is the result you can end up with.
Yeah, and we talked before they started the season, BPC sure not done any favors with this schedule this year. We played Polo, the defending state champions, last week. A very good Champaign St. Thomas More squad that beat Milford, who was undefeated and one of the top teams in 8-man. A very good Ridgewood team that we played in week 2. So
West Central team that just beat Milledgeville.
And their top 2 or 3 team.
Milledgeville had beat Polo.
Yes.
So, when you do the whole 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon with teams, or you can line them up with each other. We've been playing a lot of teams that have been beating each other, and a lot of those teams are some of the top teams in the state.
Yes. As we see the coaches heading this way, we're going to step aside here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show, get the cameras moved around for the talk with the coaches, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And we're back here with the coaches. Coaches, tough game today. Amboy team that we knew was going to be good, and it seemed like they came in and just kind of maybe what we've talked about before, just that they might have been a little bit more amped up to start of the game than we were.
Yeah, we came out from the beginning. We weren't really fired up and stuff like that. And, we just got to find better ways to get these guys, fired up for the game. Whether it be us doing something, getting them fired up, or whether it be something they got to do themselves. So, hey, something's got to click. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go because, we just come out kind of flat in the first half, and that carried on the whole entire game.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think the internet and social media has got a little bit to do with it because they're able to track track results. They're able to track predictions and things like that. And they see teams with these records and the score prediction of our game before it's even happened, and that just kind of gets in their heads, and that's something that they can't look too much into, because football's a game of any day. Any team can win, and they can't have that mentality of someone's already wrote them out, so they write themselves out, and they just can't have that.
2 weeks left. We got a tough Pawnee team coming in, and then of course the season closer with a good West Prairie team. Two winnable games, as we've discussed. What do you take from this, and how do you get that distraction, we'll call it? How do you get them away from that and say, hey, you know what, guys, this depends on you. It doesn't depend on a writer in a desk somewhere telling you how this game's going to end. It depends on you.
And you said it right there. I mean, you said it right there. It depends all on them. I mean, they can't go into the week writing themselves off, like Coach said. I mean, you got to go into the week. I tell them, if we believe in you guys. You guys just got to believe in yourselves. Go out there. I mean, we keep preaching, this is football. It's, you guys have 4 years to play this, and some of you may go on, some of you may not. Like, enjoy this game. Not everybody gets the opportunity to play this game, so enjoy this game, have fun while you're playing it.
Yeah, these last two games are going to be important. Last year we went 4-5 and ended up still making playoffs. So anything's possible, and we keep telling them, just like last year, we lost to Peoria Heights last year, and that was the game that we kind of were kicking ourselves over. And we told them, if you win out, it's possible that we could move ourselves up in the brackets and make playoffs. So it's just these 2 weeks they've got to look at as being just as important as the other week, if not more important.
Well, coaches, I'm going to let you guys go. Saturday afternoon here. It's a beautiful day for football. Still got other things to do, but not the outcome you guys wanted. But you know what? Like you guys said, we got 2 more weeks still to go. Pawnee next week, and then their last road game, we'll travel down the Route 41, or actually Route 9 to West Prairie. So for Chris Frankhauser, Jason Hulett this time behind the camera, I'm Jeff Borders, and we will see you next Saturday here when we bring in the Pawnee, see if we can't get that win on the board.
That's right.
Have a good weekend, guys.